guys, my name is Megan and today I've got my April wrap up for you. Alright, so April has been a very, very busy reading month. The last time I checked my story graph, which is I feel like a better tracking platform for reading than Goodreads, I think I was at 10 books for the month. Yeah, 10 books for the month. And I'm still in the middle of 2, so that might push me over to 12. Anyway, let's go ahead and dive right into all the books that I read this month. Oh, and I'm even missing one. Hold on, let me go grab it from... I forgot I finished this one in April. So the first book I finished this month was Hail the Underdogs. This was such a sweet hockey romance. I loved Roman and Damien. They were both so sweet and anxious, but also like trying to figure out where they belong in the world and learning new things, but also like learning about each other and all sorts of things. And this was just one of the sweetest books I've ever read. And if you guys know, I've been on a very big kick about the Breakaway series. First 2 books are amazing. This book is amazing. This one got a 5 out of 5 stars. Would highly recommend. Okay, so next up I finished one of my ebooks for this month, which was Power Plays and Straight A's. This is another hockey romance. This one, I think it got a little bit overshadowed between reading Hail the Underdogs and starting All for the Game. This one got a little overshadowed for me, but it was still really good. It's got a solid 4 to 5 stars. I did pick up the second book, so I'm really excited to check out more of this series. And then right after this one, I finished a short story in the CU Hockey series, which was Foster in New York. This one also got a 4 out of 5 stars. I really liked seeing Foster, one of the characters from this book, in a different setting and getting to see other queer athletes and like meeting some of his idols. It's really nice. So solid 4 out of 5 stars. So next up I finished my first manga for the month, which was Delinquent Daddy and Tender Teacher Volume 1. This was really sweet. This is following 2 people that were friends in high school and then they kind of drifted apart and now they're coming back into each other's lives. And honestly, it's so sweet because this, one of the characters, the dad, he got custody of his kid for the first time in like 6 years and he doesn't really know how to parent his child, and he ends up in his former friend's classroom asking for advice, and it's just so sweet and I can't wait to dive into the next volume. This got a solid 4 to 5 stars and I'm really excited for the next one. Okay, so next up I started my reread of All for the Game. So we started out with The Foxhole Court. Oh my goodness, this book just... I have no words because it was so good diving back into this universe, and I honestly should do a reread again sometime soon because these books are unhinged and like, sure, they're focused on the sports, but also like all the inner turmoil of being a runaway, being on the run from the mafia, figuring out that one of your teammates has ties to the same mafia family, and it's insane, but also so good. This one got a solid 5 out of 5 stars. Would highly recommend. And then next up, I finished The Raven King, which is the second book in the series. This also got a 5 out of 5 stars because it is, again, unhinged and like filled with sports. Like the sports aspect of this is so good, even though it's a made-up sport. I loved it to pieces. I loved that this team is kind of like formed a little family. Neil, the main character, is still an unhinged, mouthy idiot sometimes, and I love him. This one got a solid 5 out of 5 stars. Next up, I finished Madman. This is the 5th book in the Necessary Evil series. It was so good. This is following Abby and Felix, and their dynamic is off the charts. I love them. They are so... like, they're those people that would pick at each other and pick, you know, until they just end up making out on the couch somewhere. Fantastic. Love them. Love their dynamics. Abby Mulvaney is a murderous golden retriever boyfriend, and I love him. And Felix is very, like, black cat energy. Love him. And I just... this book series is so good, even though it's about psychopaths. And this one got a solid 5 out of 5 stars. And the bonus epilogue also got a 5 out of 5 stars because it was Asa, Abby, Felix, and Zane all together. Like, you can see what their world will be when they're, you know, older and when they've been around each other longer. And the fact that they all live together is so fun. And I loved the little conversation that they had, or the start of a conversation that they're having about, you know, whether they're gonna have kids. And it was just a really good little novella in the series. Okay, so next up, the last book that I've finished as of filming this video is Swamp Thing Twin Branches. This was such a good graphic novel. I was not expecting the type 1 diabetic representation in this. It was so good. And I loved the artwork. It was so colorful and filled with plants, and just like the sciencey aspects of it were really nice too. This got a 4 to 5 stars, and I would highly recommend. It was really good, and especially if you're looking for books that have type 1 diabetes representation in it, this is definitely the one to go to. And then now we're on to the books that I'm currently reading as of filming this video, the first of which is The Kingsman. This is the 3rd book in the All for the Game series. I'm probably 75 to 80% through this book, and I just want to cry because I don't want it to be over, but also I need to get on to the next one. This is looking at a solid 5 to 5 stars. Like I said, this whole series has been solid 5 stars, would highly recommend. And then the ebook that I'm reading as of the filming of this video is Proficiency Bonus. I'm a little over halfway in this book so far, and I love it. These two are like horny on main for each other, and I love it. And I also really love that they developed a friendship before they dove headfirst into like the romance aspects of it. Perfection, I love it. This one is definitely also heading for 5 stars. So those are all of the books that I read in April. My favorite book has to go out to the All for the Game series, all 3 of them. Honestly, I could not pick between them because they're all so good. Did you guys have a favorite book this month? Let me know down below. If you guys like this video, don't forget the like button. If you haven't already but would like to, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And if you'd like to follow me on social media for more bookish stuff, check out the links down below. Alrighty, bye guys.